After 25 years of will days or won't days, the city of San Diego appears to be on track to get a Major League Soccer team. The franchise is expected to begin play in 2025 and host their games at Snapdragon Stadium, where the San Diego State Aztecs play. An official announcement could come as soon as next week. Paul Tenario joins us now. He's a national soccer reporter for The Athletic. So, Paul, how much is this deal going to cost, and how does it stack up to other MLS deals?
Well, this expansion fee is going to be substantial, $500 million just for entry into the league.
$500 million?
That's right. Another $100 million on top of that, $100 million more for improvements to Snapdragon Stadium. I mean, keep in mind that just a few years ago, Charlotte came into the league and their expansion fee was $325 million. They just started play last year. So just in the last 3 years, the price has gone up another $175 million. If we go back even further, 2015, Orlando City came in for $40 million. And in 2004, when Real Salt Lake entered the league, the price was just $7.5 million. So that $500 million price tag, it speaks to not just the rapid expansion of Major League Soccer, but just the increasing valuations of these teams.
Well, the increasing popularity, to say the least. So this bid is being led by an Egyptian billionaire. Who is he, and what do we know about him?
Sure. Mohammed Mansour is the head of the Mansour Group, the London-based business. He and his son lead the investment arms, and they do have some involvement in soccer. They have invested in a Right to Dream Academy, which focuses on bringing young players out of places like Africa, developing them, giving them education, and trying to foster their pro careers. But he is part of the money. The Sicuan tribe as well in San Diego, which owns the casino in San Diego area, they're another investor in this team. MLS always likes to have some kind of local investor in the teams that they bring in. And that means billions of dollars behind this ownership group. And I think that's another big change that we've seen in Major League Soccer over the last decade. Just the number of billionaires who have come into Major League Soccer owning these teams, bringing an influx of cash to a league that is trying to grow, and especially with the 2026 World Cup on the horizon.
Yeah, I just want to take that a step further. I mean, we're also seeing some Hollywood stars, right, get into the soccer world. It's really got a lot of sort of cachet right now.
Absolutely. There's a celebrity side of this to investment. Rob McElhenney and Ryan Reynolds with Wrexham. JJ Watt just invested in Burnley in the English Premier League. Will Ferrell is an investor in LAFC as an example. So we're seeing more and more Hollywood actors, athletes putting money down for ownership in teams from LA all the way over to Wales and everything in between. I think people, as they learn about the popularity of the sport, want in on it. And Major League Soccer is trying to capitalize on that for sure as well.
Yeah, for sure. In 2016, the San Diego Chargers left for Los Angeles. Right now, the only big pro sports team in the city is the San Diego Padres, a baseball team. What appetite is there in San Diego for an MLS team?
Well, I think MLS is probably fairly confident that they can pull a big crowd, partly because the NWSL recently expanded to San Diego, the San Diego Wave, and they set a record for an NWSL season opening crowd with more than 32,000 people at Snapdragon Stadium. They're averaging more than 20,000 people per game for the Women's Professional League. We'll see the Gold Cup semifinals played there this summer as well. And in the past, Liga MX's Tijuana team has come up to San Diego to play games as well. So I think MLS does feel quite confident that there is an appetite, and they've seen historically when they've gone into markets where there is less competition for pro sports, that there has been a kind of a welcoming committee of fans for Major League Soccer. If you look at the popularity of the team in Austin or Orlando, where, obviously in Austin, you just have the University of Texas, and Orlando, the Orlando Magic,
right.
You've seen big crowds right off the bat. And I think MLS is hoping for the same in San Diego.
That sounds like it. Paul Tenario, thanks for your analysis.
Thanks so much for having me.